he keeps telling you that customer is means this particular part is not functioning, or we want more and more updation specifically on this particular piece of the application. So at a time you are discussing with number of people. So that's the reason I mentioned managing. Managing required changes in the application as per the requirement from the client. And then and last point you can mention like what is the learning or what is the achievement or what is the milestone. Then you can see, you can mention here that while working on the projects, I understand, or like if you don't have anything to tell in terms of achievement or milestone, you can talk about my learning. Means I understand that how location tracker help some client to increase their productivity. Okay. This is the lesson I learned. I understand how location tracker helps some client to increase their productivity and performances. Right? Correct, no?
Yeah.
So you're creating application by using location-based application. Finally, the organization or the client they're using for checking the productivity, whether that employee is really on that particular geographical location or not, and based on that they can review their performances. So
Yes.
this is how you can narrate, like everything you should not talk about technical, what you can say, conceptual or technical knowledge, but finally you need to understand, uh, finally technicalities, whatever the work you are doing, technical work you are doing, what is the outcome, what is the result. Now
Mhm.
in terms of functionality, that is more important, because whatever the information or whatever the coding you will be doing, whatever the software you will be developing, some industry they are going to use that technology for their own benefit, right? So when you say, when you give these such kind of examples like location based application, who are the clients now when they need such kind of applications, especially the people who are working on the field now.
Yes.
So if they want to track whether they're really on the field or they are sitting at home, right?
Mm.
So
Yes.
for that purpose, such application will give you the authentic picture.
Yes.
So this is how you can, means this is about one employer. Then maybe for second employer, third employer. So depending on the employer, depending on their specialty. In some company, they are very specific related to some industry. Means while working on the same project or some same industry, they automatically get the expertise, and then they come up with some different application. But the idea or conceptual idea remains same.
Mhm.
Okay. Means now this company they are specific to related to the location based applications. Then there are some companies they are very good in creating application related to the billing. Some companies they are very good in creating application related to the infrastructures. The concepts, I mean, you need to understand the concepts, and you have to so developing a software means you should have a fantastic idea, and then you have to see whether that is what you can say practically, whether it is a workable idea or not, right? And then once you get that workable idea, you just have to use the concepts and then you have to ensure that whether that workable idea will convert into some fantastic software or fantastic application.
Yeah.
So this is how you can communicate at the time of interview. And finally, interviewer, the person who is taking your interview, he is not expecting the technical answer. Finally, he wants what is the outcome. And finally, you created such kind of wonderful application. Who are the clients and how they are implementing in their daily life? That is more important.
Yeah.
You understand? No?
Yeah, yeah, sir. I can understand.
Hmm. I mean, I can able to explain all this because I already work on different projects. Right.
Yeah.
So for me, sometimes there are complex projects.
Mm.
Means uh, means customer is client is expecting different results of the application, and then being a technical guy, you need to understand how that industry functions or what are the important parameters of that particular industry. So domain specific knowledge that will help you to create application more efficient and effective application.
Yeah.
So this is how you can. I don't know, Shubham, Anil, are you understanding what I'm explaining? समजते का डॉक्टरून चाललंय.
Yes, sir.
हम्म. हा नवीन. दुसरं काय होतं आणि एक्सपिरियन्स त्याच्या आधी
Yeah, my
एक्सपिरियन्स.
second company is Lighthouse Info System. So that company is build the CRM applications.
हम्म.
So this company is that have more employee in this, I mean, like 250 employees in this company. So so I majorly work on the UI domain in this company.
हम्म.
So we have multiple lots of clients, like we sell our project our applications to manufacturer companies like chemical factories, mechanical, electrical factories. They have they can manage everything by the software, like employee salary and about products, quality, what raw material we get, and what we produce, and everything. Like in previously, in this type of company, they will write in notebook na everything. So now it can, we provide the CRM, so everything they can manage by computer, and also we also provide the mobile applications, so that easy to they can check everything from anywhere. Yeah.
हम्म.
So in this company, I'm not very much know about the business idea of this company, because in this company na there is means building a logic is different team. I already told you, like the functional team is there. In my
हम्म.
first company, this software is very straightforward, so we know the business of the company. But in this second company, I don't know the business, means the
हम्म.
what actually client want, and what we are building. So the 100% idea is not clear. We just
Right.
completing our task in this company. So the functional team handle the client, and he know everything. Yeah. So that's why the business idea of this company not clear very much. But I know this what CRM tools how he helpful for the company. I know that.
Right.
Can you tell us about the CRM and the CRM projects and means how it can you elaborate about that? Yeah. And like I was
Yeah.
working on the only UI part in this company, like
Hmm.
building a mobile application. So I involved in this.
Interface.
Yeah, yeah. Like mobile applications, like we use the hybrid techno. Ionic is a technology that we are I was working on the hybrid technology. So for the Ionic technology give two builds, like Android and iOS build. So taking build of this app, also uploading uh, our Play Store and App Store. So that kind of activities, means publishing a app. That kind of activities I was doing in this company.
Okay. See, basically, like when you talk about CRM applications, so basically CRM systems, basically it is more complicated. Okay, and it can be customizable. Means depending on the requirement, you can customize all those application. Is
Yeah.
customization option is there. Okay, you can customize depending on the client or depending on the requirement. And then person who is working like technically, um, you need a programming skills, means uh, with a deep understanding of platform,
Yes.
means to set up a integrations
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
code plugins, okay, that make that CRM smooth functioning. Okay, programming skills with deep understanding of business platforms, and can set up integration code in make that system. So when you say CRM, like functionality aspect of CRM means they want to maintain the data in one centralized place. Okay, and that data can be used for the business purpose. Means there are application like Salesforce is one of the, they are having a expertise in CRM software. Okay. So I work on Salesforce when I was working with uh, SAP, SAP. So Salesforce basically the CRM, the means by optimal utilization of CRM, the business owners can use data for generating more and more revenues by working on quality lead. So whatever the data you are maintaining in the CRM, So data is nothing but a lead. So whether that lead is quality lead or not, that is classified by CRM. Classification of lead can be, there are different CRM, they have a different classification, but I will tell you the SAP standards or the Salesforce standards. So classification of lead can be, it can be cold lead, it can be warm lead, or it can be hot lead. What means 90% chances that that lead will convert into the business lead. Warm means 50-50. There are 50% chances. If the lead is warm, there are chances that maybe in the future that become cold. Sorry, that become hot. And if lead is not going to give you any business, that is considered to be a cold lead. Means there are less chances that it will become warm or hot. Okay, so this is how they classified the lead. And so once you identify which data is really important for doing business by just looking at the CRM or working on the Salesforce, so it will help business owners to use appropriate information for generating revenue by working on the quality lead. Okay, so this is the ultimate purpose of creating CRM system. Now, depending on the structure or the nature of the organization, means the the client is belongs to which industry or how big is that organization. So depending on that or how data is there getting within the organization, means what is the speed and what is the volume of that data. So depending on that, one can estimate or they can give the costing and budgeting based on the nature or volume. Basically, it is depend on the turnover.
Mm, yeah.
And then when the product line of the product or when the products offerings are more, when they deal in volumes, then it becomes little bit complicated. And then customize it because there is a every time there is a customization will happen. Like they will come up with new products, especially in pharmaceutical industry.
Mm,
You will find um, very complicated and customizable CRM system. Companies who they are in research or they continuously come up with some new drugs and then they file for the patents. Now all those companies they have a huge CRM system. So finally, see, these are all technical terms, but you have to get into the concepts. Means what is this concepts all about, and who is going, who are the benefiters, and this system is designed for like who is the targeted audience. So once you know all the stuff, then being a technical guy, you can. I mean now the points which you mentioned. So this is the biggest issue to the developer. Means he never understand how the product will look like. He will be working on the coding and same coding he will be doing again and again, and he will never understand the how the final product will look like or what is the finished product. He will never understand. That is a drawback of the developer. That is the issue. But when you are working with a flat structure,
mm,
means in some companies, I had worked earlier with such a companies that developer is taking care of everything. Means developer is directly interacting with the clients. They are only fixing the bugs. Means when there is a flat structure, then there are chances that developer will have all kind of knowledge. But when there is a means, different people are like when there is a specialized structures, then there are limited chances that everybody will have a half of the knowledge. Nobody will know overall process. So that is the what you can say, that is a process failure because you created different processes now, and then you just have to stick to your process only. The
Yes.
problem is you will never understand what is the process of other team or what other team is working, what are their challenges.
Yeah.
That is the issue, and this problem will come when you are working in a big organization. Means they will have a standardized processes, and you just have to work that part only. Process the organization is structured now, means everything is defined. Your job profile was defined, so you have to do that much work. That's it.
Yeah. Like in my now I'm working in third company.
Hmm.
Name is Catsa. So in this company, the project is very straightforward. Like you mean, like is a flat project is there. So I involved in all. Uh, Means my role is like I do everything. Like
Hmm.
communicating with
Hmm.
client,
Right.
requirement thing from client. Also, though I do implementations. Then also I know how to deploy the application on server.
Hmm.
So yeah, in this company, the application level I involve in all parts. So I have three projects in my hand. So
Okay.
yeah. So
No,
for
that is a good thing. You will learn so many things.
yeah,
See, basically, as a fresher right now, your intention is to learn more and more things. You can travel basically, and all this startup organization. If you spend quality time, you will learn more and more. If you start working with big organization, learning will not happen. They will just make you, they will put you more and more work on your shoulder, and then learning will never take place. That is the issue. You will earn definitely, but now means there are so many people they join with TCS like during this pandemic, since the demand is growing. they they are working with big organization, but there is no project. They never get an opportunity to work on project. They are just submitting timesheet and getting salary every month. So this is a situations, and this is a really alarming situations. Means no work, no project allotted. Means yesterday somebody was talking to me. He called me from Latur saying that we are working from home. We are working with TCS, and then from January, means they got selected in the month of January. 500 people they when they took it on the board in the month of January. Out of 500, only 100 people deployed on the project. The rest 400 people still they are on the bench. There is no work. They are just submitting the time sheet. So can you imagine? This is the situations in big organizations, and then these companies paying 4 months, 6 months salary without doing anything. This is affordable to them because the project cost they are earning in the pounds and dollars. So, but ultimately, you people means the fresher they suffered. Means they are earning money, but on the cost of what? They are not putting any efforts. They are not learning. They are not working. So, on the contrary, if it is a small organization and if there is a lot of work and if you get opportunity to work, to know different things, then obviously if you tomorrow if you go to the big organization, just because of your knowledge, just because of your learning, they may offer you good post, they may offer you good salary tomorrow, right? So learning is important, and then the kind of project which you are working, that will give you exposure. Means how the technical things are really working in uh, developing that industries. So technology means what you can say. Technology is not a great thing. Finally, implementing that technology for the benefit of respective industry, that is important, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. So we'll stop here today and we'll
Yeah,
continue tomorrow with the overview session. We will have such kind of session more and more. Even I will
yeah.
share my project specific experiences in between.
Yeah, today's session is really helpful for my
Yeah.
future interviews. So you also share
Right.
your experience about your interviews and technical.
Right.
Uh, yeah.
Correct.
So yeah, we also have our third chapter, like a job discussion. In this chapter, you also covered. You will also cover this, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a job skill last step. So that consists of email writing, personal development, intro techniques, group discussion. So that part is there here. You'll get the. I think I have no. You'll get a book because I think didn't pay the full fees now. So one installment is left. So you'll get
Yeah.
the last book next month.
Yeah. After completion of second chapter, no?
After
After completion of our second skill, na? Second chapter.
step two and step three, that will means it is an integrated module. Means whatever the chapter we are going to learn in step two, exercise part is involved in step three, and then later on step four. Okay, so we'll stop here. We'll continue tomorrow with the overview session on step two.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Okay, sir.
Good day.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.